Megacons are always organized like this.
And we're live! Glad that's on the internet for some reason. I don't know why. We're live on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Are your icons
Hi,
organized
YouTube.
like that?
We might be a little bit,
Faulty.
yes,
What's up? Anyway.
distracted, intoxicated,
Drunk.
regret.
Friday. Hey, Bert. Who is Jess talking to? I'm really confused.
I'm talking to my wife. Jeez.
Ah, okay. I do have someone I can talk to too. I can bring him in. Hang on, here we go. There you go. Captain America is joining us.
He looks so angry. Even Captain America is pissed off at this movie.
I was going to say the state of the country, but
Well, that
What do you
too.
think of
Well, he's a Hydra agent.
Well,
It really doesn't matter.
the state of the country is such a kafifi right now. Who really knows what's going to happen next?
State of this nation? It's bad? Wait, that's inconceivable.
That's a kafifi. Ah, see, I can't say
Oh.
that because this is not GLS. But anyway, continue.
In other news, I think I might have hit a squirrel on my way to work.
Oh gosh.
Inconceivable.
Inconceivable. Despite
I
all
want
odds,
someone
it
to
is
replace every time he says inconceivable in Princess Bride with that.
inconceivable. I haven't got that much time on my hands. Jesus. Do you take?
Oh,
before?
it's the internet. Somebody else will do it.
Yeah. Someone or has already done it.
Or is just rendering it out right now.
Exactly.
Hey, CJ, how was MegaCon? CJ's frozen.
Oh, so just
We
first.
didn't go.
Oh, jeez. Oh.
Yeah, we go this
Did you
week.
guys all go?
No, they didn't go.
We didn't go at all.
Oh, that's an older MegaCon shirt.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
front row.
Oh,
Someone's fries are done.
ding, fries are
Ding,
done.
fries
Oh,
are
wait.
done.
Ding, fries are done.
No, it's CJ messaging someone.
Raul will stream to Twitch. That's what it says.
Okay. Let me
Quick,
get the-
bro, do the thing. Push the button.
I'm doing the thing.
You're doing the thing. Quick.
monkey flip the
Who
switch.
is it? Who is it? Julie, do the thing. Julie, do the thing. Thing, but that's not right. Although in Tarzan.
Oh.
Do the thing. There doesn't seem to be any CJ around.
I think we're a few because I know what song is gonna screw us.
I'm
Hey, it's a
surprised-
parody. It's fair use.
Ah, see, there you go. I'm actually surprised they didn't use that song in this movie. Like seriously, it's fit for this movie.
I just want to
Okay,
see.
can we talk about the amount of puns that was in this movie?
No, moving
No.
on.
Because here's the thing. Normally, I love puns. It's practically my second language.
But this
However,
got us taco in a twist.
no
Oh, Jesus. Now,
amount
Mark-
of puns could salvage this movie.
What I was
We need-
thinking the entire time, Rachel, you know, time.
We should hang on to this
Back
for
to
the.
We have to hold it. We can't just drop the honey mustard yet.
Oh,
Also, I'm tempted to see
Euphemism.
how long we can go into the rant and review without using any innuendos whatsoever, just out of spite.
oh God, I'm gone. Like this is
That's his entire platform.
a platform. Have you not heard me for the last 5 years?
So my loves, my dears, my friends, my countrymen, I am not part of that introduction. Gonna take another shot at this limerita and hope for the best.
Jesus.
Okay. Yeah.
Hi.
If I
Yeah.
need knocked you off the stream and I'm streaming.
Okay.
Well,
All right. So then, folks.
That means we're good to go.
Without any further ado, I'm gonna hit the spinny button here. Go
Hey
spinny.
CJ, make
And I'm
sure
going to
you
mute my microphone.
add me to your welcome.
Dale, add her to the welcome while things going on.
Oh, okay. Hang on, how am I still talking? I've muted my microphone. How does that work?
Geek.io Media Network. For all of our shows and more, visit geek-io.net. And to help support the network, head over to patreon.com/geek.io.
Hello, gentle listener. While Geek.io holds its talent to the highest standards, what follows will likely involve the sort of language usually reserved for sailors on leave. If you're of a delicate disposition, then perhaps you would consider a different podcast.
Look, okay. I know it's against the rules, but I can't wait anymore. I need to just feel you.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Just the tips.
This is the Geek.io Rant and Review with your hosts, CJ Boat, Jared Azevedo, Raul Garza, and everyone's favorite Aussie, Dale Campbell. This week, is this movie about wieners better than wieners? Or is it just spilt milk? Find out as we rant and review Sausage Party.
Yes, indeed. Hello, friends, and welcome to the Geek.io Show, episode number 198. It's a review of Sausage Party, recorded Thursday, the 1st of June, 2017. I am, of course, your host, CJ. I'm not sure that's how bath salts work, but...
And I'm Jared. Well, there's another reason to never eat hot dogs, as Vito.
I'm Raul. I'm thankful for alcohol. Garza.
I'm Dale Sexy Taco Campbell.
I'm Rachel.
Yeah.
Would have considered a night of good food porn.
I'm Carrie. Would rather have watched The Room on a 24-hour repeat.
And I'm Josh. This film not safe for human consumption.
Oh.
Yeah, it's plenty safe for human consumption.
It's just not.
Because you're a
100%
god.
Safe, but not recommended.
Safe, not
Consult your
recommended.
doctor.
There you go. If your
Health
sausage
physician.
party lasts for more than an hour and 20 minutes, consult your doctor.
Well, at least it was only an hour and 20 minutes. And then
Yeah,
I
will-
want that hour
What
and
if you're
20
able
minutes back.
4 hours.
I can't help you with that one. What I can help you with, though, is Dale gave us an audio version of a video trailer. I've missed it.
Yay!
I have missed this so much. So this, great. Going back to the old school ways of doing things, and this is the best part of doing this. Load. I had it queued up. I promise I did. Here it goes.
Welcome, shoppers.
Ketchup, mustard, sausages and buns.
Everything you want me to be. I can't be.
Oh, yeah. Shake it, CJ.
We got one!
Yes, we're chosen. Yes,
We're chosen.
We've been chosen together.
Hey, Brenda, you and me,
I'm so happy the gods put our packages together.
because we belong together.
It's like we were made for each other.
Get ready, boys!
feels amazing. Oh yes, I'm the first to enter eternity. Oh, potato! Way to go, buddy! The pipes are coming. Oh, Jesus! Oh, gummy! She's peeling me. Stop! They're eating children! Children!
So, you have learned the terrible truth. I gotta tell everyone. No one will believe you. I have to try. Everyone will die otherwise. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Me, right?
Run for your lives! Once you see that, it'll f you up for life. Good luck. Have fun.
Have fun.
All right. Okay, it was all worth it just for the return of the dink.
Yes! Out of the ding! The boink. I spent all morning doing that. You would think for a 2 minute
Yeah, I'm sure that took a while.
second trailer.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
20 dinks in that one clip.
There was a
Honestly, I enjoyed that more than the movie.
Right? There was a lot of what it didn't sound like. It didn't sound like a demonic Donald Duck.
It didn't.
No. Oh, I got to take that name. That's my title of the evening.
I had to get it into the show because that's how this works. You know that.
Good job, CJ.
Thank you. I tried.
Well, if you're gonna do it, CJ, do it. Tip.
I tried more than this movie fucking tried. Okay.
So I thought because this movie is bad, I thought I'd put in at least some effort to the quality of this show.
Sure did.
So this is going to be a little bit different than our normal random reviews where we study the movie, talk about them analytically. No, fuck that shit. No,
there is nothing analytical about this
rage.
movie. There is nothing analytical about this movie.
No redeemable qualities.
We'll get
the animation was pretty good.
We will get there. We have to do this stuff first. This movie's called Sausage Party, you guys. I technically suggested this because it's been kind of a joke in the group especially since Raul saw this movie in fucking theaters. That
why
it was very awkward.
Once it comes,
because he had owned the movie during the SmackDown, and he's like, it's going to have at least one ticket sold. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Only had one ticket sold.
But it's always kind of been the joke that once it gets on Netflix, we should totally do this. And I was looking through Netflix, I'm like, oh, it's there. I suppose I should pay that off finally.
No,
you should not a fan of my word.
We would have been okay with you breaking your word.
We would have forgiven you. We all would have forgiven you.
It was just a joke, right? I mean, especially since Wonder Woman just came out, we could be ranting reviewing that soon instead of this.
That'll be like 201 because technically the movie can be sent on Netflix. I don't recommend it. The cool thing is I realized that I had a dummy account formerly by a person who absolutely did not VPN in from another country to use US Netflix that I viewed on their own. So another person in another country that used to VPN and use my account, your account's still being used.
There you go.
And appropriately used for viewing Sausage Party.
Yeah, we have a dummy profile on our Netflix as well that we use to watch things we don't want corrupting our recommendations.
Yeah, it was fine. I watched it and then immediately thumbs downed it.
I was gonna put it on
I want Netflix to know that I hated it.
Yeah, no, I gotta do this one. So the quote unquote synopsis, according to IMDb, a sausage strives to discover the truth about his existence. Man, 2016 was not good. Last year was not a good year for movies.
Wasn't a good year, period.
It was really.
There was at least one good movie, right?
Yeah, I mean there were.
Civil War came out last year.
For the most part, it was not a good year. Like last year was not a great year in general. This movie came out last year.
All right,
and contributed heavily.
Yes. Yeah, I gave Raul. Raul, take it away. I'm gonna drink.
Okay, I want you to tell me what kind of movie do you think this would be? Just hearing the stars: Michael Cera, Bill Hader, Jonah Hill, Crystal Wiig, Seth Rogen, Paul Rudd. Edward Norton, Daniel McBrien, Craig Robinson, and Harlan Williams. What movie you think that would be?
That's a Lonely Hearts Club / Funny or Die movie.
Yeah,
Right?
or,
Funny or Die movie, yeah.
and the Wet Hot American Summer remake or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, Hot Tub
Right?
Time
You would
Machine.
think this
Hot
really
Tub Time Machine 3. There it is.
No. Sausage Party.
This time it's hotter. That's what the subtitle.
All these
would be.
people came together for a sausage party.
No, that's what the movie should have been called. Hot Tub Time Machine 3. This time it's hotter.
Yeah, that would be great. So Seth Rogen described this movie as a dark take on Disney films, saying people like to project their emotions onto the things around them, their toys, their cars, their pets. So we thought, what would it be like if our food had feelings? And we quickly realized that it would be fucked up.
Much like everything else that comes out of Seth Rogen's career.
Yeah,
Basically.
incorrect. The highest grossing R-rated animated film. Okay. Yeah, the previous holder was South Park, Bigger, Longer, Uncut. This movie made more money than the South Park movie.
Yeah, but how much competition is there in that category, to be fair?
Not a lot.
Not a ton.
No. And perhaps due to the intention of making this R-rated comedy as cheaply as possible, working conditions for the animators were said to be very bad. According to anonymous sources who worked on the film, the studio forced them to work unpaid overtime, working days and weekends, if they wanted to keep their job, and then refused to provide food for those who complied. A few animators claimed that their reputations were threatened when they left, and the studio purposely did not include a lot of people in the final credits. After a while, so many animators left the studio that the studio was forced to hire recently graduated students to fill their places. This exodus was only stopped when production companies stepped in and provided food and paid overtime. The studio denied all allegations.
Because of course it did.
I think it's
that's not surprising.
I think it's incredibly ironic that a movie about food was not feeding its employees.
Right?
Also about reaching the promised land only to find out that it's shit, and these poor animation grads who've realized their life's dream and their first movie is Sausage Party.
So,
yeah, right. That's
Right, so I gotta go into work today and animate a
and work on
taco.
Sausage Party.
You know what would have been a much better idea than the production company stepping in to provide food and overtime pay? Canning the whole fucking thing.
So for the production issues that were on this, like production-wise, this wasn't half bad. The animation was actually pretty acceptable in this.
Yeah, that's the one good thing I can say about it.
I don't think it was anything too special. I'll give you that.
I'm saying for what it is, this movie had some halfway decent animation in it. Like,
I mean, my favorite part of the movie was the severed head. I'll give you that.
So the voice, the VO work was fine. And all the body movements matched to the lips. And the voices matched, which, for a movie of this quality, I wouldn't expect that to happen. But, the animation itself, while, a 7th string production company, pretty okay work. I mean,
it worked. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing to write home about, but like there wasn't like any kind of like weird jagged things in the foreground. There were some in the background, but that's to be expected. And it's a supermarket, so people are gonna miss things anyway, and you can just there's a lot going on in each scene because there's thousands of quote unquote actors, because you have to remember this being a supermarket full of sentient things that
this is not how the supermarket works, by the way, but we'll get to that.
But it's full of actors in every single scene, so you have things in the background. You have faces in the background that are actually following the action properly. The eye motion is there. The hand motions are correct. You don't see anything just going weirdly block shaped in the middle, unless they're blocks. But that's beside. You don't have anything super jarring. And I looked because I'm like, oh God, I can't stand to watch this show anymore. I want to actually start picking it apart. Why is the animation competent? Why can't I pick at that?
Yeah, I can't pick at that one, though. It was fine.
Now, don't take that as saying it's good. I'm saying it's competent for especially the stuff that it went through.
I mean, it's
from
fair
a,
to
from a
good,
technical
really.
aspect, the production value is decent.
Hey,
For
those
$19
grad
million,
students did good work. They did good work.
Yeah, exactly.
did.
These are Better Call Saul level graduate students. I mean, these guys do good work.
Yeah.
Jazz gets that reference. Yay!
I do. Which, man,
The
this
only
show's
real
good.
thing
Gosh,
that bothered me on a technical level was just, I don't know. I think some of the song choices came first, and then they melded parts of the story around that.
Yeah,
That's
it was
kind
up.
of what.
The music was written first. It was like this scene was written for this. Either they obviously the
The freeze aisle, for instance.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, everything was meant. It was trying to be like around the music, which again, if their purpose was to lampoon Disney movies, and certain Disney movies are famous for doing that. I'm looking at writing scenes around music, which is sometimes to their detriment. That's the reason why Princess of the Frog sometimes, while a great movie, doesn't always make sense because the songs were written first and the scenes were placed around the songs as opposed to.
But they're strategically placed around that. Instead, what you had here was songs that were written for scenes, and then in between that, you just had sketch comedy that made no sense. That's
incomprehensible nonsense.
Seth Rogen comedy. By the way, I am so freaking glad that I'm finally in a group of people that agrees with me on fucking Seth Rogen.
Like, as soon as I saw his name appear in connection with the movie, it's like, oh, that's why it's such a piece of shit.
Now it makes sense.
I made the comment to Rachel, I'm kind of upset that none of us do drugs on the show, because I would love to have seen somebody get baked and watch this movie. So, part of me, this is only going to go. This is a very long way for this one. I almost called up Slater to see if he wanted to do this because he's the only person I know that actually knows how to, be a broadcast person that partakes in, well, it's legal in his state now, that smokes weed.
Ah, see, there you go.
Yeah, he's in Washington State.
He's in Washington State, so
yeah, it's completely legal there now. So he smokes weed, and it's like I kind of thought about calling him up. Be like, all right, I need somebody who can maybe relate on this movie a little bit.
I know
To be fair,
potheads though.
This is probably how this movie was written, with copious amounts of pot, booze, possibly other illicit or not substances, and an iTunes playlist.
Well, I mean,
in quotation marks.
Yeah, right. Seth Rogen is very openly, a pothead. So, consider he wrote most of this as well. Yeah, it does not surprise me. He got real baked and looked around his freaking his mansion and be like, all right, so man,
oh God, I have to make this joke. Unfortunately, now was he fuck a guy baked?
Oh, you see,
right?
I will get to that on the second half of the show.
Right?
Yeah.
You ruined my joke.
I mean,
no, not a guy, but a bagel. Absolutely.
Fuck a bagel worthy. Seriously.
By the way, hold on. My favorite Edward Norton film was this one.
What?
Well, I mean,
I forgot.
No, I would rather watch the Edward Norton Incredible Hulk movie than this again.
This is true. I love the Incredible Hulk movie.
This is my favorite thing he has ever been in with him. Because I hate Edward Norton. So, hey,
doing the racist Jewish stereotype works for you, huh?
Yeah. Well, he's the bagel.
Bad, I guess.
He was the bagel. He wasn't the douche.
It was the bagel. The douche was someone else.
Yeah, he was the bagel.
He ended up going up a douche, but that's a whole nother story.
I mean, he's a douche in every.
Which was his character on Parks and Rec? Holy crap!
Yeah.
Connection. Anyway.
Yeah, Edward Norton's a douche in every other movie, so it's different. He's playing a different character in this one. He's playing a bagel.
A bagel douche.
He's playing a gaggle, if you will.
Who plays the douche in this one?
Hey CJ, a hole's a hole.
This one is
really.
Right?
Did you ever watch Parks and Rec?
No.
Okay, never mind.
I mean, a hole's a hole.
He's on a bunch of stuff. He's in every comedy thing ever.
Oh, okay.
But on Parks and Rec, he was the douche. Was his character? So.
And now he's
It makes-
douching here. So
Yeah,
there you
nice.
go.
So he's played the douche twice. Congrats, guy.
He was
Someone's
so
now
nice.
typecast in the most unfortunate fashion.
Well,
I mean, he's still
Hey,
getting
you know,
paid.
whatever pays the bills.
Yeah,
Whatever pays the
right.
bills.
There are trauma actors that are like, yeah, sure, I would love to play a douche.
there are trauma actors that are going, sure, I want some work, period. Like,
Right?
Yeah. I mean, trauma actors are famous for not getting paid all the time, so like,
Hey, they were the animators in this movie, so
I mean, to be fair, I think there's still more honor in being in a trauma film than this.
Eh.
there's certainly more charm, but
Yeah.
I'll get to that. Don't you worry about that. As a person who used to review bad movies for fun, I got a lot to say in the second half of the show.
Also, another reason why this movie was picked was because, like, hey, we've been doing a lot of good movies lately, and like we have coming up in the pipeline a lot of good movies: Wonder Woman, Spider-Man. You know, I'm like, man, we gotta throw a shitstorm in here somewhere. So,
and like Jay haven't
Achieve a proper scale.
Like Jay haven't seen said a couple of weeks ago, it's basically just a mulligan before 200. So there you go.
Exactly. So, all right. Yeah, that's pretty much the only good thing I can give this movie is the animation, and even the animation editing was okay. I mean, we've seen worse movies with worse editing and animation to it.
To be fair, though, that very, very last scene, what I lovingly call the self-deprecating scene, could have just could have been dropped, though.
Well, yeah, that was the hey, we want to make a sequel, and then all of the shit things happened, and they for some reason didn't cut that. I don't understand why, and I can guarantee you the sequel is never being made for this movie.
Thank God.
Surprisingly though.
Okay.
One can only hope.
Yeah, true.
Seth Rogen could team up with Adam Sandler and put it on Netflix.
Oh,
No.
As part of the 6-movie deal? Sure, why not?
I'm
Oh, yeah,
I
by
think
the
I
way,
just had an aneurysm.
he came out with another.
Surprised that Adam Sandler wasn't in this movie. Actually,
There was another. He came out with another movie on Netflix, by the way, you guys.
Oh yeah.
Sandy Wexler.
Oh yeah.
Sandy Wexler, which I almost picked up because I'm like, hey, but then I'm like, hey, we have to pay off the Sausage Party pit. Though Doctor
never
Strange
do
is
over.
on Netflix, so go watch Doctor Strange, you guys.
Yeah, heck yeah. I need to watch that again.
Go watch a better. Yeah, I want to watch that again.
Go literally watch anything.
Just watch anything. You can watch Wieners.
Rinse it
Watch
out and
Wieners
Doctor
again.
Strange will feel much better.
No,
Like I said in the intro, watch The Room. It is better than this movie.
I would.
I don't know about that.
I'll give you that.
Here's the thing. The Room has a riff tracks. This will probably never get a riff tracks, and if it does, it's still not going to be enough to make me want to watch this shit again.
Okay.
Because the thing with The Room, though, I'm glad we go back to that. The thing with The Room, though, is, I don't know, I think it's intentionally being made to be this bad movie. This is trying to be made to be a good...
No,
this was seriously, though.
This was a lampoon. This was never meant to be. This is a date movie level movie. This was never meant to be taken seriously by people.
Well, see, I disagree with that. But apart from that,
I think they
Yeah, there's
hammered
some
the
underlying
message
commentary
not-
that they're trying to make here, and
this is
doesn't
not a
really
good
work.
date movie. Let me tell you. Like,
No,
No.
I'm saying no. The date movie kind of movie where like that movie ripped on the date movies and scary movie is what I'm getting at. It is a scary movie level movie. Not a.
Yeah, but Scary Movie had camp to it though. This didn't have that level of, you know what I mean? We're gonna stand back and point at each other.
Lampoon. I mean, that's what we said in the thing is he wanted this to be a lampoon. Admittedly, he should have just paid for it like out of pocket or something along those lines and not had the production issue. I think if this wouldn't have went through so many production issues, it would have been at least on the level of the Scary Movie kind of movies, at least the bad ones. But I think with the production hell ruins everything. And when this is already a shit piece of shit, then and yes, I said that twice on purpose.
I mean, it didn't stop them in their dialogue.
See?
Yeah.
Then
Okay. I know this is a rated R movie, but
oh
come
my
on,
God, yeah, I got uncomfortable.
Wow.
I didn't get uncomfortable. I was just yelling at. We were yelling at the screen last night, going, "Why? Why are you doing this to us?
Why do you have to put so much expletives right off the bat? Like fucking shit, God, fuck. I mean, damn.
It doesn't bother me. Like, I'm Australian. I swear every third word, so that doesn't bother me.
It's like they were trying too hard to be parody and just went into batshit insane territory.
Okay, all right.
The opening song, all the idiot parents who brought kids to it because it was an animated movie immediately knew that they needed to exit the.
Well, there was that
Probably the
controversy
same parents
last
that
year.
took their kids to Deadpool.
Well, that, but also there was a controversy where the first trailer was first seen at the end of a Finding Dory movie.
Yes.
What?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
The trailer was put at the end of was put at Finding Dory, and so I think that might have been on purpose that they did that. But
Oh my God.
I I enjoy watching the spin-off movies of that. I bring up Date Movie and Epic Movie and all of those movies.
Not another teen movie.
Exactly. I enjoy watching those. This felt like the worst of them, and that is, you know,
And then some.
Yeah. I mean, this is like superhero movie, which is by and far the worst of the, you know, rip-off movie titles. But
I've seen that.
Good.
I own it.
I'm sorry.
No, we're not watching it in August. That is not happening.
Terrible Tuesday movie night. It's making its return.
Yeah, the three of us with Tim Tams in the
Terrible
lounge room.
Taco Tuesday movie night with Tim Tams.
We're doing that
Ooh.
shit at Dragon Con.
Okay.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
God.
I'd be
At
willing to watch
MegaCon.
that for some Tim Tams.
Dragon Con.
I was gonna say you're a little late, CJ.
There's another MegaCon. I'm wearing the Tampa Bay shirt. It's in October.
Ah.
Yeah, MegaCon this weekend was up in Orlando.
Yes. But so I mean, it's that level just worse because it's a person who doesn't really get that trying to do that.
It's a person who doesn't even really get comedy trying to do that.
Exactly.
The person that doesn't get any sort of film standards trying to do that. Like, let's remove all of this sugar on top of here and let's just get right to it.
It's Seth Rogen trying to do that.
See, there you go. Now we've got it.
Yeah, I mean, Seth Rogen is not a good actor. He's not anything like. I mean, he may be good if you are a pothead or anything along those lines. I can't speak for that demographic. What I can't speak for is, you know, a person who, like, the closest thing to a decent movie he made was between Zack and Mary Make a Porno and Knocked Up.
Yeah, those are two good movies.
I forgot that Jack and Jill Made a Porno was a thing. I forgot about that. That's what I call it. Jack and Jill Made a Porno.
Oh, you're wrong. It's Zack and Mary.
Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of. Oh, never mind.
Was it sausage and bun?
Ah!
Well, he didn't write or direct that one. That was Kevin Smith, wasn't it? Zack and Miriam?
Was that Kevin Smith? Because, God, I have to take back that being a good movie then.
Oh.
My hatred for Kevin Smith runs deep.
Clearly.
Yeah, with the profanity in that movie, it was like they were just trying to see how much they could pack into each minute. And it's like, come on.
Nah. It was shock value in all the wrong places, I think. Because, you know,
Yep,
profanity,
director and writer.
Ah, there
Kevin
you go.
Smith.
Well,
I
now
take that-
now CJ hates Jack and Jill Made a Porno.
Redaction.
Redaction. Rejection.
Yeah, I mean,
rejected.
it's basically like the movie. They may as well have written a song about, hey, we're an R-rated animated movie.
Yeah, I did
You wanna
enjoy.
join in?
I did enjoy the exterminate the juice part of that.
No, that was too much.
No, it wasn't. That was the good level of obscene. Like,
But CJ, that wasn't the intent of the whatever the hell the name of that stupid song was.
Chief Firewater.
Firewater.
Speaking of racist stereotypes.
Yeah, right.
You mean the entire movie?
Oh yeah, that's right. The whole movie.
Less racist than Adam Sandler being a Mexican.
Oh, I loved Adam Sandler being a Mexican. Are you kidding me?
Mexican Indian.
No, that was what's his name?
Oh yeah, Rob Schneider. Yeah, sorry.
Schneider.
Still less racist than Adam Sandler being an Indian.
What about Johnny Depp being Native American?
Don't get me started. Oh god. At least this movie was better than that. Come on. Did anyone else see the Lone Ranger, or is it just? Am I the Lone Ranger and seeing the Lone Ranger?
The Lone Ranger trailer was a better movie than Sausage Party. I don't need to have seen the movie.
Watch the Lone Ranger. If you have 9 hours spare, I recommend the Lone Ranger, and then come back to me.
Okay, so because I'm 12, I did giggle at this movie.
I giggled a couple of times.
I did not laugh. I did not even laugh once. And the person I was watching the movie with laughed a couple of times.
Actual, genuine laugh that entire movie.
Once or twice.
And that was when, through their spewing of running gags of food items showing up when somebody mentions that food item, like don't spill the beans, oh, there's the can of beans. The one time it made me laugh was when they broke the fourth wall and the cheese wheel showed up when Douche said, okay, so, and then immediately yelled, that's a fucking stretch, you know it.
Yes.
I hated that. I hated all of that.
Oh,
that was the
all
one
of that. Hated all of that.
Okay, I
Hated all
have
of
to
that.
seriously say I was amused, highly amused, in a couple parts. But one, CJ.
Yes.
Zombie corn.
Oh my god.
I had forgotten about that. Thank you very much.
Zombies and poo jokes. I never thought I'd be able to say that I was reeled in by two of the most cliche fucking gags.
And the name of the takeaway shop in the Asian takeaway shop was Poop or something. Thai Poop or something.
I'm surprised no one has brought this up.
Kidding me.
I would do anything for love.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we were referring to with the freezer aisle.
Meatloaf, a loaf of meatloaf as Meatloaf singing Meatloaf was not the most offensive thing about the movie.
No,
that I almost laughed at that. Like it was this close. It almost got a giggle out of me. Almost.
And then the cover of the album towards the end.
Yeah,
right.
right?
On the bike.
Can we just talk about that supermarket for a second and how ridiculously fancy it is and what a bizarre layout it has?
We can talk about that on the second half of the show.
I know. Why aren't those hot dogs refrigerated? All right.
Yeah, that doesn't. Warm hot dogs. Hey, there is such a thing as canned hot dogs, so it could have been made.
Yeah,
out
but
of
those
the
were
same
not Vienna sausages. Those were hot dogs.
Because Jazz,
maybe they
story.
refrigerated like the little.
Maybe.
But then again, they were right next to the buns, right?
Yeah, because we needed that love story. How else were we going to have that love story? Also,
That was not a love story.
See, I
That
thought that
not
was an
a
American
love story
thing.
in the least.
I thought that was an American thing that I wouldn't understand. Hot dogs not being refrigerated, being left out on the. Okay.
No, they still are perishables. They
Also,
are not
those
non-perishables.
guys kind of live the retail dream of being able to swear at customers and not get in trouble for it.
I know, right?
I mean,
It's magical
retail dream
supermarket.
a go-go.
Exactly.
So, I mean, there's that.
Yeah, but it did show how much retail people hate their jobs.
Yes.
It shows you how much retail people hate this movie. I mean, clearly.
All right. So are we? Is it break time?
It is break time because I think we're
Yes.
heading into the story territory. The production was good, just the placement of sketch comedy around the songs, not the other way around, was a bit meh for me.
Yeah. So I am going to go ahead and play because I think it's appropriate. Our friend of the program, Jonathan Young, featuring his friend and also friend of the program, Caleb Hiles, with their cover of "Savages."
Oh.
What can you expect from filthy little heathens? Their whole disgusting race is like a curse. Their skins are illiterate, they're only quintet. They're vermin, as I say, and worse. They're savages, savages, barely even human. Savages, savages, drive them from our shore. They're not like you and me, which means they must be evil. We must sound the drums of war. They're savages, savages, dirty red-skinned devils. Now we sound the drums of war. This is what we fear. The pale face is a demon. The only thing they feel at all is greed. Beneath that milky white, there's emptiness inside. I wonder if they even bleed. They're savages, savages, believing human. Savages, savages, killers at the core. They're different from us, which means they can't be trusted. We must sound the drums of war. They're savages, savages. First we deal with this one, then we sound the drums of savages, savages. Let's go kill a few men. Savages, savages. Now it's up to you, men. Savages, savages. Barely even human. Now we sound the drums. Change the course of history, but I will take that chance for even the slightest possibility. I turned my back and left the fate that I could have just accepted. Now I'll fight. Future next to you is where I need to be.
That song was shorter than I thought it was. I'm just glad I was listening to other Jonathan Young stuff on Spotify, so or else it would not go into Hamilton like it did last time I let it go.
Yeah, that would have been a little awkward.
Yeah, and also get us kicked off of YouTube and Twitch and everywhere else.
You did that
Copyright
thing.
claims.
The unforgivable thing.
Yay!
I thought we were heading into 2 songs. I didn't know what was going on there.
Yeah, that was shorter than I thought it was. I was finishing up and getting another drink, and I'm like, oh, wait, I'm listening to it because my headphones are really freaking good. I'm like, wait, that's not Savages. Oh boy! All right, so we're back. If you want an ad-free experience, make sure you tune in live Thursdays 10 p.m. Eastern, geek-io.net/alive. All right, you guys.
Okay, so
This
Josh
is the rant
pointed this.
of
This
the,
is the rant of the show. Okay, Josh pointed this out earlier. Does anyone? Okay, first of all, I am old enough to understand the concept of sex, but seriously though, like, come on. But I love the fact that, oh my god, gay sex is this terrible thing. Oh my god, it's the worst. And then food orgy. Like, come on.
And then food orgy.
A thought that goes through my head with that thing, like, okay, my introduction. This is not the fluid porn that I was hoping to see. All I kept thinking was, this is not guys' grocery games. I'd rather watch guys' grocery games. Grocery games.
Grocery
And I
games.
know next time I watch guys' grocery games, I'm gonna cry because I'm gonna see all faces on these random things as they're running through the aisles, going, Oh god. Oh god. I can't unsee the taco fucking the bun.
No, not fucking the bun, licking the bun. And also, Rachel, I'll take a box by itself. Thank you. Mustard. I said that last night. The guy who was watching the movie with me said, "What are you
I
talking
think the
about?"
most preposterous thing about the ending food orgy that really just kind of like made me want to get up and walk away was the taco tying on the hot dog as a fucking strap on.
Yeah.
And then using the hot dog to penetrate the bun into the bagel.
It's like Whole Central. I mean, really?
That was the breaking point for you.
That was
I mean, that whole sequence was absolutely fucking preposterous. But that was like they actually sat there with like a dartboard and thought, how do we make this as obscene as possible?
And then somebody had to animate that.
Yeah, right. Someone had to animate that.
Come into work for like 2 weeks and animate that 3-second sequence.
It takes a really fucking long time, you guys.
Yeah, right.
Because you gotta get the wireframe, you gotta get the textures, you gotta render, you've gotta get the collision.
Those poor animation students.
Oh,
I've only done a little bit of animation and never CG animation, so like I can only speak to my level of animation, which was just drawing, doing that level of animation. But oh my god, man, like a minute short, just drawing, creating, and animating took me 3.5 days for a minute short.
Jeepers. See, I've only ever worked in Flash, so and that doesn't take as long as 3D, but still.
Yeah, because then you have to worry about an entire different level of an entire different dimension. I mean,
Exactly.
So yeah.
See, I thought I'd open up the second half of the show with that, but I knew that you had to know that the food that this big lead up and the whole talk of desires. You knew all along that this movie was leading to a food orgy. Like that's where this was going from Dot.
Yeah,
you never mentioned who the taco was voiced by.
Look at Selma Hayek of all people, you guys.
Right? Why is she like tying her name to this shipwreck? I mean, really?
Yeah, who had something on her?
Yeah,
Carrie showed up and got my paycheck, and
it's got to be blackmail. That's got to be it.
Yeah, Carrie's right. It's money. It has to be, but.
No, she works. She has work.
She has work, yeah. But she clearly wanted to live out her lesbian lifestyle, which apparently is not okay until you get to a massive food orgy. I just thought.
Well, it's not okay until you completely disprove the fact of God and blah blah blah. Beat you over the goddamn head.
Oh my god.
You're telling me. I literally, if we're talking about moments we nearly walked away, I nearly walked away at that point.
Yeah, I can imagine you would. You and Josh and Carrie especially. I mean, it's just like, all right, I get it. And I made a comment about during the BFG of, hey, idea. Here's the moral of the story. I'm going to just sit here and smash your face into it until you get it. No, I was wrong. I apologize, BFG people. I am so sorry.
But this movie had no morals. So for it to ram the God argument down my throat.
As you will.
Well, that's just because you made everyone look stupid shoving it down. People don't like to be made to look stupid.
I just realized, is this the Michael Moore version of religion?
Yes. Also that, but also you can use the God argument all you like, but I can just whack you over the head with that. But moving on. It's not that. It's just I just feel like this movie was trying to ram morals and beliefs into this movie where there wasn't any. and they just blew it all out the window with.
All right, Devil's Advocate.
Advocate.
He was trying to lampoon Disney, and again, I preface this with Devil's Advocate.
Okay. That's fine.
Not what I agree with. I'm just saying. Let me take his stance. He's trying to lampoon Disney, where Disney is, hey, this stupid girl is going to take a fucking apple from a clearly evil person, and that kind of thing. So it's it is an attempt to make light. I can't even do this.
Yeah, no, playing devil's advocate. You have to kind of. It was put in there for. I don't know. I mean no offense when I say this. The target audience of this movie, clearly it was put in there for that.
But I mean that's kind of the reason why
bashing white straight male. Clearly, that's what the target audience of this movie is, I guess.
No, it is. No, it is not at all.
It was like, hey, we're gonna have this weird underlying message of religion is dumb.
Underlying message.
According to some people, I am a Bible thrashing straight white male. So
Well, yeah.
Yes. It was not an underlining message at all.
Very blatant. No. We're gonna put this message in here of religion is dumb and celebrate hedonism, yay, and then we're gonna wrap it all in dude bro humor.
Yeah, and the thing is about it is they even go in there and they say in the movie, like, hey, don't be a dick about you believing something different from other people. And then the whole entire movie proceeds to be a dick about.
Yeah, and like the ice cream when he's revealing the truth. Maybe some of us like the lie.
But at that point, I'm like, oh, are they actually going to try and get real here? Because that's obviously calling out a lot of especially in 2016 when we had a very turbulent alcohol, very rough political and ideological spectrum going on. I'm guessing that's what they were kind of going for. Just pointing that out, but it failed on all of its level of execution.
And that's the thing. That's what I was getting out of the movie. Outside of just my blind hatred for it, was I think somewhere along the line they had the thought that they were trying to have a message about how dumb it is to have that sort of level of blind faith in something.
Yeah. I don't think they're that smart, to be honest. I think you're giving them too much credit here because
they called it out in the movie, though. They called that out in the movie. You're right, Josh.
And it even separates into factions. And
what Raul said, some of us like to lie. They flat out say that.
I mean, CJ and I know this more than anyone else because we covered said political event that we're all dancing around, and you're right. People buy into the lie. I just don't think they're that smart enough. Plus, this movie was in development since like 2009, so I don't think it's like trying to.
Wasn't any better back then either. With with
it's
Obama.
It's also possible that there was a script doctor involved who tried to ham-fist some sort of socio-ideological commentary into the movie in an attempt to make it something other than fuck shit, haha. And it just.
But I would have rather the funny haha like.
I know Seth Rogen wrote. Humor. I'm looking up the other writers of this movie. Hold on.
I would have much rather the haha just make it a straight
you know who that was. You know who that screenwriter was, Carrie? Evan Goldberg.
So there you go.
Evan Goldberg, who actually does good work. He's the one who probably tried to be like, yeah, we probably shouldn't just have this be this level of a piece of shit movie.
So this movie is like Seth Rogen's like, I need to make a movie. I need some star power in it to make some money.
Yeah, who do I have
blackmail?
Adding that stuff in didn't make the movie better. It just made it worse for me.
Well, no,
It felt like he
he
was trying to
needed
be
star
something
power.
it wasn't.
Yeah,
No, I
I mean,
wasn't
this,
talking about the star power. I was talking about the writing still. Sorry.
this was an attempt.
Yeah.
Oh,
This was an attempt to out Adam Sandler movies, and I honestly feel that because I mean, ever since Mama's Boy or Grandma's Boy rather, Seth Rogen and Adam Sandler have had a pretty public kind of, if not hatred for each other, but rivalry. Yeah. Grandma's Boy was a Seth Rogen joint put out by Happy Madison Productions.
oh, okay.
Sorry,
I actually
it
liked
just-
Grandma Boy.
Yeah,
that was a good
but,
movie.
But since then, they have had at bare minimum a public rivalry, where they are both trying to occupy the same space. And let's face it, that demographic doesn't have a lot of brain cells for more than one
Diversity.
Yeah. So,
I just had a thought. Who put together that? I can't think of what the movie is called now. But I wanted to see it to just basically rag on it. That North Korea movie. What was that called?
oh,
The Interview.
Seth Rogen and
The
James
Interview.
Franco.
Thank
Yeah, the
you.
That
interview.
was
Yeah.
yeah,
that was a Seth Rogen movie.
That was
Yes.
a Seth Rogen movie.
Oh, speaking of James Franco, he's in this movie too.
yeah, he's the
Oh,
stoner.
yeah.
It was pretty fun. That's a pretty fun scene until he gets his head chopped off. The introduction of the guy is a pretty fun scene. I'm gonna put that way.
That scene and favorite character,
That's
by the
awesome.
way, the gum. The gum is my favorite character,
Yeah.
of all
Also-
time.
Another thing with them being heavy-handed, how many times did they need to use the phrase bath salts in that one scene? Like, what human being is like, oh, I'm going to take these bath salts. Well, I'm going to get a spoon and I'm going to heat up these bath salts that I
Here
bought.
come the
and then I'm
bath
going to shoot
salts.
up
Man,
these
these
bath
salts
salts.
are.
And how much freaking bath salts did they have?
That was a lot of bath salts.
That was a lot of episodes.
Discarded bath
Also,
salts. That is a lot of bath salts.
further proof this movie was written in 2009. This bath salts
So-
are not really a thing anymore.
No, right?
But-
There you go.
If he was taking bath salts, does that make him a Florida man?
Probably.
Ah.
No, this is probably where the movie took place. And of all the absurdity, if this were to take place in a quote unquote real place, it would have to be Florida. Like,
No,
So
I
is
think it was more
Shopwell's-
California.
no,
Oh,
no,
California. No, Florida.
No,
I
there
reckon
wasn't. There was no
Florida.
organic food in there.
it would be
It
Yeah.
was in California.
Yeah, there was no organic food. You mean Shopwell's is not a
The hot dogs
parody
weren't
of Whole
refrigerated,
Foods?
man.
Really? Yeah, hot dogs not being
No,
refrigerated.
it looks more like
That
a
must have
really
some crazy
upgraded
preservatives
Sweet
in it.
Bay.
Yeah.
yeah. It feels like a kind of a hipster market in like only Florida people are going to get this in either Ybor City or Gainesville. Like,
Gainesville. Oh, man.
CJ, no, that is straight up down on 4th Street. It's like 4th and Central and a little fucking corner store.
Mm.
No, but that place
But
is
that wasn't little.
massive.
That
That
place
place
is
is huge.
huge, man. Like,
Okay,
seriously.
here's my thought. Is it massive because it is massive, or is it massive because that's how the food sees it?
No, it's
I think
massive.
Well, I mean, it was
Really-
supermarket
Right.
sized. It's definitely
Like
not
the
a
sheer
grocery
number-
store.
I think
Okay,
you're
so it's
giving
the
movie
two-story
a bit-
Publix down on Central.
Ah.
2-story Publix.
yeah, we
I
have
think you're giving the movie a bit too much credit if you're thinking that they had the thought to scale things to the perception of the food.
Actually, side note.
no, they did.
Okay,
that.
they
Side
gave
note.
enough thought to have a food orgy at the end of it.
No, they
Side
actually.
note.
All right.
There's
Sorry,
a
go on.
conflict of terms there, and it's
Yeah,
thought and food orgy.
In the same sentence. Sidebar. Back
I
to
am
production
perfectly
chat
okay with that.
for a second. The sets in this, though, like how the sets, I suppose, were laid out was pretty good. I didn't find them too obnoxious.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
They were
I
fine.
did notice one thing. It took him all night. Well, of course, he got baked, but it took him like all night to get back to travel like the 4 or 5 aisles, right? And then at
Yeah,
the end,
right?
he jumps over like 3 aisles like if it's nothing.
Yeah, it's because he got baked.
He got baked.
Yeah, he was
Which I
trying
don't-
harder or
Yeah.
something.
They missed a
That is-
visual gag there of actually having the sausage be cooked after he got baked.
No.
But again, that would have
Almost.
been like partially witty humor. This is a Seth Rogen movie.
See? Plus, also, if he was actually put into the pot, then we wouldn't have an end of the movie. Oh wait, yes we would. Food orgy. Never mind.
Wait, wasn't Seth Rogen in a movie with Adam Sandler? Funny People?
Probably.
Maybe. Sounds about right.
Sounds like a misuse of the terms.
Nah. Sounds like someone should be locked up for crimes against.
Adam Sandler movies too, Josh.
I'm pretty sure the only Adam Sandler movie I like genuinely enjoyed the first and probably only time I watched it was Little Nicky.
Yes.
You didn't like 50 First Dates? Come on.
50 First Dates is amazing. I love that movie.
All right, so I do have a question for you. What about what's his face? Will Ferrell.
Elf. Elf is the only thing I've enjoyed Will Ferrell in.
Stranger Than Fiction.
Stranger Than
Other guys.
Stranger Than Fiction. He's great in that movie.
Yeah, Stranger Than Fiction is a legitimately great movie.
There's a Will Ferrell movie that he's like really tamed in, but I can't remember.
Oh no.
Fiction.
Which one?
Stranger Than Fiction.
No. There's another one because I usually don't like Will Ferrell movies, but like he's a lot tamer in some other movies.
Elf?
I have to correct myself. Elf and the Lego Movie. Because
that's true. True that. That's just an awesome movie all around.
Yes.
And how about Sausage
Everything
Party?
is awesome.
Bringing it back.
Let's just go watch the Lego
Bringing
movie
it
instead.
back.
We're talking about this movie anymore. Let's just go watch the Lego movie instead.
Yeah.
This is not how supermarkets work, by the way. Just want to
No.
put that out there. As someone who works in retail, quite frequently, actually, it helps pay the rent every single week. That's not how supermarkets work.
You don't walk down the aisle while the store's open and throw away food from the shelves.
Oh, yes. Can I say that on the internet? Actually, too late. I already did. Anyway. Oh, well. Oops.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
boink.
they have to front and clear merchandise, and they're not going to stay late when the store already closes at like 10 p.m.
Fair
enough.
Yeah, I mean, the store closes at, well, our store closes at 9, and then the people finish it, like supervisors and stuff do the lockup at 9:15. The stuff from the previous day gets thrown out first thing in the morning. So, yeah, wow, Sausage Party actually got something right. Hang on. Hold the phone.
I don't know. I've just never seen that during the day.
That store, though, is ridiculously fancy. I mean, wall-to-wall sunlight roof thing.
Yeah.
It was a very fancy store.
It was a fancy store. And lots of international food, like the lavash and the bagel being side by side. Like,
right?
It's a very hipster store. Like see what you were saying. It's a hipster store.
Does your supermarket sell lavash?
Oh, well, yeah, we sell lavash.
Our
It's a
hipster one.
sweet bay is what it is.
Yeah. Which is a hipster store. Admit it, Karen.
It is.
Ours is not a hipster store, let me tell you. What.
I wouldn't know. Woolworths stopped existing in 1993.
And that's when I started to exist. Also, why are we looking at your peaches, Carrie? Your
Hey,
nectarines?
Oh!
Your plums? I'm
He'll be
confused.
in town, Josh, in August. I'm just gonna put that out there.
So juicy.
Wait,
You'll need one of these.
Is Dale going to be able to meet Josh and Carrie?
Yeah, he's gonna be with us. He's gonna be staying at the boathouse for a bit, and Josh and Carrie live like
at the boathouse.
Well, that's
At the
literally what my Wi-Fi is. That's what my Wi-Fi is. So
that's great.
Yeah, we literally live down the street from each other.
Yeah, so there will be meeting. There will be shenanigans happening outside of Dragon Con.
There will be shenanigans.
There
will be.
So
I don't know how much before Dragon Con because I'll probably be jet lagged and then we'll be leaving. But anyway,
we're accustomed to that. Don't worry.
What, jet lag
Dale.
or not have much happening before Dragon Con?
Yes.
Yeah, the jet lag. We have friends who come visit from New Zealand. You know,
from New
the
Zealand, yeah.
superior country over in that area.
I strongly disagree. Yeah.
Shots
But anyway.
One of them comes over so often we gave him a key.
Wow, nice.
So just
Wow.
hide
Can
in his luggage.
Can I have their job? What? How often? Why? How are they forking out? Like,
Unfortunately, he
$2,000?
does not have that job anymore. They got outsourced.
Oh, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So
I want a job that I could get $2,000 airfares all the time. What is happening there?
should we go ahead and wrap this?
Yes,
Anyone
let's
else have
wrap
any
this
more
sausage
notes?
up.
Oh, in a bun.
Yeah.
No, this one's going straight in the trash.
This one's
It is
going in the
not fit
trash.
for human consumption.
Use
All right.
one-
Absolutely not.
Expiration date.
All right. The Tito scale, again, this is our obligatory number scale. Translating out back from 0 to 10 in half-point increments.
And you have to specify which half of the trainer you want, the top half or the fun half.
Exactly. All right. So, who do I think is going to be most entertaining on this? I mean, that's not at all how I decide these things.
No, not at all.
Josh.
Good pick.
0.5. Bottom
That
half of
is-
the scale.
Oh yeah,
I
bottom
feel
half
like-
the trainee though. There you go.
You got more than 0. That's impressive.
Yeah.
The thing is, I can't give this like an actual numerical number. It's so bad. I feel like I need to use one of those crazy mathematical imaginary numbers. But because it needs a number scale, I have to give it the 0.5, and only because it got that one laugh out of me. Like, that's it. There's nothing else redeemable about this movie. I feel like if it were a D&D monster, I have suffered intelligence score damage from watching this movie.
Oh.
Not at all thinking about, now mana pool stuff.
Yeah, CJ, do you want to write
Now
that
we're
down?
gonna have to fight zombie shit-covered corn.
Yes.
I mean, hey, I do
Elliot.
radiant damage in D&D. Bring on the undead.
Elder Sausage Dragon, go!
Go.
Now is he?
Rachel.
I refuse until you give me a line on there.
Dale, make her a line.
Hang on.
Until then,
Take your
Raoul.
time, Dale.
Okay.
Don't rush,
Sausage
Dale.
Party.
Jeez.
I saw this in the theater with my other friends who are just as immature and goofy as I am. We had to laugh. The orgy, okay, that's funny, and then it got uncomfortable.
And then it got
Very, very
And the
uncomfortable.
even better thing with that school is the fact that you saw it in a movie theater originally. Tell us what that is.
Yeah.
I was trying to hide my face that I was coming out of this movie. It was just
Shame. Shame.
Because I seem to remember the conversation.
Jazz doesn't even
Get
watch
out of-
Game of Thrones and he
I
gets that.
can't wait to go see this movie.
I know.
Yeah, right?
And okay, I saw it with Felix and his brother Ruben.
You
And
know,
Felix
the
is
second you said your friends who are just as immature as you, I thought, oh, Felix is totally in there.
So you went to see Sausage Party with a sausage party.
So
Yes.
Felix, Ruben, and Shrek all went and saw Sausage Party. Is that what that's what we're ascertaining here? Okay. I'm keeping that joke alive. Let me tell you, it's hard.
Okay, so yeah, and it's just like they're just beaming your head over and over with the whole message that they were trying to do. That's like, there's nothing out in the great beyond. It's a lie and all that.
Yeah,
And after they showed them proof that there's nothing out there, they still didn't
Actually,
want to believe him.
I can't admit I'm actually about to make this analogy. In a lot of ways, if you think about it, Sausage Party is an adult version.
Adult version of what?
Happy
adult-
Feet.
God,
Happy.
no.
Oh,
Think about it.
Rachel's fired. Fired. I've never fired my wife.
What?
Fired. So fired.
Wait.
No.
Let Rachel make
about
her
this.
argument.
It is message. Here they are. Okay. The he is in captivity and forth rocking all of them. All of these foods are in there like, yay, the great beyond. Yeah, it's great. Well, in Happy Feet, they're like, oh, we don't go to the great beyond. We don't go past that because the monsters are there. The monsters are humans. The gods are humans.
Now I've just got that
All
Happy
of the-
Feet song stuck in my head.
Both
Thanks.
movies stem from humans and lies that we are told throughout, or that these animated characters are taught through their or are fed through their lives. We don't do that because it's bad if we're going there. Oh no, you go to the great beyond because the gods are great. It is the exact opposite because the reality is. In the case of, because the gods are this great thing, but in reality, yo ass is dead.
Yeah.
Kill you.
So with that, I'm going to give this movie a damn. I had a number in my head, but it's just like 0.5.
Oh.
I enjoyed this movie a little bit more than probably Josh did.
A little?
A little.
But not enough
I mean, if you
to...
just
well,
if you enjoyed it even at all, I think you enjoyed it more than Josh. I think I would give this a negative if you could.
But what's...
I would have.
Another thing that I noticed about this movie is that it had no... It was done and then it was like, It had no, like, staying power with you. Like, it's just like, that was a thing.
Yeah. And, well, I don't know. Every time I close my eyes, I see a food orgy, and it makes me have a hard time sleeping at night. I can't unsee that. So it stuck with me pretty good.
How hard of a time are you having?
Y'all need to live a little. Really. Y'all need to live a little. That's just what I'm saying. If the food orgy makes you look away that much, y'all need to live a little.
I didn't look away.
Wait.
I watched it all.
There you go. You watched it all.
Yeah.
I've got questions for you when you come down from Dragon Con Dale.
I have answers.
Dale, man, he's seen some things. He's seen some things.
I've seen some bagels and some lavaches in my time, let me tell you. All right.
All right.
Rachel. Laps.
You really want to know?
Yes.
Because why the F not? I'm going to give it 2 taco-sized Tito's.
Oh.
Because I don't want to have to choose top or bottom.
But you'll take the taco.
You'll take the taco.
I'll take 2 tacos.
Rachel, are the 2 tacos in boxes by themselves, or are they in the same box?
Oh no, they're sharing that box.
They're sharing that box. Yeah, boy.
Are the tacos having crotch feelings?
No. Are they
Yes.
Are they like 60-90, or what are they doing? Are they? I suppose that wouldn't matter.
Or maybe I'll just give 1 taco and that poor
bottom?
crotch crush package of guacamole.
Yeah.
Just saying.
The Quackenballs.
The Quackenballs.
Oh, no. The douche that was controlling the Dark Lord. Or the Dark One.
No, it was Dark Lord.
Dark Lord.
Unfortunately.
Yep.
Oh. He just took control of him. That's not how you can. Well,
Yeah.
All right.
We can work the word scrote into the movie.
Yeah, right. Carrie.
I sucked off a juice box.
Yeah, I gotta go there. I can't give this movie anything other than a 0.
No!
It tries too hard. It is shock value for the sake of shock value with no actual wit or point behind it. And the thing is, like, at one point it tried to have a message, but the one thing that I cannot tolerate in anything with a message is heavy-handed, bash you over the head, shove it down your throat, haha. Heavy-handedness. If I don't care if I disagree with the message, if it's presented to me well, I'll still enjoy the story. This was not. This was anything but.
And I mean, it's not even being heavy-handed with the message. They were beating you over the head with it so hard. It's like they were trying to inflict brain damage so that you would then at that point be idiotic enough to find it entertaining.
Pretty much. Dale.
Well. How the hell do you judge it? How the hell do you put a score to like a piece of trash like this? I mean, really.
You guys made me score both Wiener and fucking Rubber. You can score this.
Oh, Rubber. Let's watch Rubber instead of this.
I loved Rubber.
Rubber was
I actually liked
amazing.
Rubber. I liked Rubber. I said this earlier, and I'm just gonna keep saying the same thing over and over until I get my train of thought back. At least bad movies have some sort of charm to them. Like, either they get some formula right with the writing and some of the actors, or they intentionally make it bad. This, I think, was trying either too hard to be not good, but trying to at least be passable, and kind of not hard enough trying to make it such a bad, culty, room-like movie, if you know what I mean. Like, it didn't fit in either category. So for that, I'm going to have to, and there was some, if the production was literally worse, I mean, I'm only giving this for the production. I have to at least give it 1 for the production. Like, it at least was produced well. If it wasn't produced well, then we'd be having a different story. So for that, I'm going to give it 1.
All right. Jared.
No, you're not going to make me go last.
No.
I go last on these ones.
CJ, what's your least favorite kind of humor?
Stupid humor.
Stupid humor. You know what my least favorite kind of humor is?
Body humor?
Dude bro humor.
Yeah.
Dude bro humor.
There you go.
Oh, you don't like Dude Bro?
I hate
Chaz
Dude Bro
hates
humor,
Dude Bro humor.
Hated this movie. Dude.
Hates Dude Bro humor.
But for those poor grad students that came to work unpaid and unfed
to work on
animate
food,
to animate a taco strapping on a hot dog to penetrate a hot dog bun and a bagel, I'll give them one Tito.
Yeah,
for them. Not for this movie, for them. Because dang it, the animation was all right. And I give them 1 Tito for their earnestness. Everything else deserves
a charity Tito. Do you think a charity Tito?
Charity Tito.
Charity Tito.
For the grad
Tito.
students. For the grad students.
Yeah.
All right.
CJ.
No, my turn. Yeah, the animation being competent. Again, I use that word.
Competent. That is the
I'm gonna
correct
go
word.
out there. I'm gonna go out there and say it was good. I think it was fair good.
It was slightly above competent, sure.
Jeez, Raul's having conversations in a Twitch chat. I'm gonna just look over like, oh dear lord. So animation was
Twitch chat.
Animation was good. it made me chuckle. A couple of them were the nervous giggles looking over at Rachel and just watching her dissolve into a puddle of foaming at the mouth, frothing.
Okay, quick question. You saw this together. Kids
Yes.
were out, or were they like...
My children were asleep. I made the comment I would rather let my children watch Deadpool than this movie.
Yeah, wow.
Basically.
At least Deadpool, they know, hey, superhero movie, we're good. They're still at the age where sometimes animation blends into reality a little bit too much for them. So, yeah, there's no way in hell.
No.
I am actually going to give this a 2. It was, competent enough. It made me laugh a couple times. And for such a really belabored production, what came out was a lot better than it should have been.
I'll give you that.
Okay, still only worth.
So we have our lowest
Still only worth one though.
The lowest ranking movie that we have ever had. Congratulations, Wieners! You have been unseated with a 1.5.
And deservedly so too, because this movie was not better than Wieners. Come on now.
No, at least we had Keenan and Wieners.
This is true. At least we had Keenan in Wieners.
We had Keenan.
Okay, so
Wieners was intentionally trying to be bad. I think this movie was trying too hard to be taken seriously.
No.
You can't tell. Trust me, I've been watching bad movies for long enough now to be able to, like The Room. You know going in that The Room is going to be bad. Like you know that. It's just how bad
it's not trying to be bad. There's an earnestness to The Room.
Exactly.
Where he's really trying, but he's just terrible.
Oh, hey, Mark. I might actually go watch this.
It's tearing him apart.
It's tearing me apart.
I've got this big client at the bank, man. I can't talk about. So anyway, how's your sex life?
It just kind of came across me. I don't think I've ever seen The Room.
Next bad rant review. Next bad rant review is The Room.
I don't
Oh
know.
my God.
You guys are making quotes from it. I'm like, I've never heard these quotes in my entire life.
That's the next bad movie.
Next
It's the
review.
greatest bad movie ever made.
All right, next bad rant review we do. We're gonna do The Room.
Please.
Okay.
Tearing me apart.
It's out there somewhere.
I put out there bad rant review because, like I said, we have a couple good movies that are tracking well coming up here with our traditional superhero rant reviews that we do. It's the few times a year I can actually get Jazz out into theaters.
Question though for The Room: are we doing vanilla or riff tracks?
Mm-hmm.
Vanilla because
We have to do vanilla.
we're doing the riff track version of it.
Yeah, we're doing the.
We are the riff.
Where can I find that online? Because it has to be streaming.
It's somewhere. Anyway, moving on.
JustWatch.com. Let's look up JustWatch.com, which is the world's #1 way of looking up streaming and where. Not sponsored.
Go to Geek.io. Check out. Oh wait, no.
No, just the Disappointments Room, the Lost Room, the Butterfly Room, the Black Room, the Green Room. The Room is not on here, though. The Disappointments Room.
Disappointments Room. What is that?
Kind of want to watch the Disappointments Room now.
What's 2016's
No.
Disappointment Room?
Kate
The
Beckinsale, Mel Rando, and Kate Beckinsale's in this.
Hey,
What?
CJ,
It's on Netflix, apparently.
if I bring a movie to Dragon Con, would we watch it?
Yeah, we could do like a Geek.io watches from Dragon Con. Oh yeah, I'd do that.
Street Fighter.
Oh, dude, yeah, I freaking love Street Fighter in a most ironic way.
I've never actually seen Shit Gratifta before. I've never seen it.
I would love to do us. I would love to do us watching that just filming it, like having the camera facing away from the television, so for
God, that'll get creamy though. Really, like 9 of us on one couch. That'll get creamy.
Whatever
real
you
quick.
just yelled from the other room, please comment in chat so I know what you were saying.
9 of us on one couch. That'll get squishy.
Well, yeah, we could either. Well, no, at Dragon Con it's just going to be you, me, Raul, Rachel. And Jazz is only going to be there for the one day, so if we're going to do it, we're going to have to do it the same day that we do our show.
Fair.
And don't forget, we
Yeah,
have kids. So this is at least child appropriate. Look at the bright side.
Yeah. Trick or Teacher is a great like that's a movie I would love to go have my children go see. Considering I went to go see that in theaters, so like.
There you go.
I'm okay with this.
So yeah. All right then, let's go ahead and wrap up, you guys.
Nothing else to say about Sausage Party? No? Okay.
All right, so you can listen to us live Thursdays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific over at Friday, 12 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time over at geek-io.net/live, twitch.tv. Well, we don't need to do that. Just redirects to the Twitch channel. TuneIn.alphageekradio.com, Channel 1, DiamondClub.tv. You can get a hold of us via email, geekioshow@gmail.com, Twitter.com, Facebook.com, YouTube.com, all of the social medias /GeekIO Show. Geek Hotline, where you can call us and leave a voicemail, 727-489-4335, 727-489-GEEK. This is the last time I'm going to reference this. That number is not monitored. Quit telling me to pick it up.
I was just going to ask if he was still calling.
Yeah,
yes.
That guy's still calling.
He calls once a week.
Again, you should play his voice. You should play his voicemail on the thing.
At this point, like, I'm waiting for him to call during the show. Like, we have like notifications up, and like, all right, cool, caller, you're on the air.
Yeah, right.
Why don't you ever pick up this line? Gosh.
Why don't you pick up this line? My gosh.
That's what pretty much the voicemail is. Never anything like major. It's like, hey man, why don't you ever pick up the call, man? Are you just trying to avoid my call? Like, it's not like.
I'm kind of wondering if it's somebody that is just trying to call his friend, and his friend gave him a random number.
No, you have called the Geek.io Media Network.
Okay, maybe he's on bath salts.
Honestly.
He's on bath salts.
No, then he would be screaming out,
bath salts are really kicking in, man.
Bath salts!
Yeah, that's what happens when you take bath salts. You just scream about bath salts.
But see,
my
we're
God.
in Florida. That's where people eat bath salt faces.
You guys, I just had a random thought.
Yes.
You know who this movie reminded me of? This is going to be a callback. So if anyone understands this callback, it's going to be amazing. Sexy Nachos, who leaves us reviews on iTunes and Stitcher Radio.
What guy?
It's Sexy Nachos. We miss you.
Sexy Nachos.
No, I want to believe that Sexy Nachos is better than that.
No, I just had that brainwave. I don't know why I connected Sexy Nachos to this movie, but
well,
I mean, it had sexy tacos.
Sexy Tacos is his older stepsister, I guess. I don't know.
He does porn. And of course, you can support us over at patreon.com/geekio for this and every other show on the Geek.io network, including the stuff that we actually put, effort to and not just watch Sausage Party.
Please,
oh my God. Watch listen to the Mana Pool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
we actually put effort in.
Hey, this network is so diverse. We go from rate and review of Sausage Party on Thursday nights to serious news show on Sunday morning. See, there you go. This is how diverse this.
Indeed. Or you can just tune in next week where we'll have the world's greatest producer from the Night Attack and Weird Things shows, Bryce Neshcom Castillo, will be joining us.
Yes, that includes you. Pick up the pick up the work, slackers.
Love you, CJ.
Love you too, Dale. You know I do. At least one of my two producers listens to what I tell them to do.
No.
Yeah, I love
listen
that Raul's
to
not paying.
He listens to you. He just doesn't read the Slack.
He just doesn't pay attention.
Well, you guys make my pocket vibrate all day.
That sounds like
This is
you.
the wrong episode to be
Yeah.
talking about that.
Welcome.
I'm trying to sleep and my phone vibrates. I don't.
And when Dale's phone vibrates,
I'm
in his
YouTube.
pocket.
And that's not your phone. You're just happy to see me, right?
Exactly. Hey, you know what else we're happy to see?
The Summer Movie SmackDown Update.
What? Wow, that was a stretch.
So, Charles, I know you're listening, at least in the future. Hello, future Charles. Hey, the SmackDown's working again, and guess what? You're in the lead! It's weird having people invested in this. Like, he messages me and goes, I need to know if I'm in first place or not.
There's a website you can go to, man.
It was down.
Yes, you are.
I messaged you in the I messaged the management chat saying that it was down. And I verified that it was down. And he's like, it's down, and I need to know what place I'm in.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it was down yesterday. I apologize. It's back up now.
So $10.7 million puts him in first place ahead of Raul's $10.6 million. Next up is Dale with $3.2 million. Rachel is only barely ahead of me with $830,000. And I'm at $0 because I haven't even gotten the movie out yet.
So,
But
okay,
tomorrow,
the Pirates crushed
next week.
Baywatch.
Yeah, Baywatch flopped.
At the bed.
Yeah, Baywatch flopped harder than me diving into a swimming pool.
Yeah.
That did.
Okay, it didn't flop harder than The Founder.
Yeah.
Baywatch right now has made 30,000, or no, that's the gross. Wait. Oh, right, $30 million. Alcohol.
Man, how much alcohol?
Wow.
Not enough to watch Sausage Party again.
Nope.
There's enough alcohol in the entire world.
What brought Charles over was Alien Covenant and Pirates.
Yeah.
And Pirates, both.
Pirates making money like I figured it would. Alien Covenant also making money like I thought it would. I am curious as to seeing if Wonder Woman's going to make me some money.
It'll bounce
So,
in the
okay,
third. It'll
Captain
bounce in the
Underpants
third.
or Wonder Woman? That's the thing.
God,
Wonder Woman for sure. Wonder Woman.
Wouldn't it be amazing if Wonder Woman makes like 200 million and Captain Underpants make like 250?
No, that's not happening. You're living in an alternate universe there, my friend.
Spoiler alert on the 20th.
It's not going to happen.
The 22nd is when we're probably going to be doing the Wonder Woman rant review. Because we have Bryce next week, episode 200 the week after that, and then episode 201 on the 22nd, we will probably be doing Wonder Woman.
I have plenty of time to get to the theater.
Yeah.
Next week's my vacation, or that week is my vacation, CJ. I'll try to make it back.
All right. That's all right. We'll do work with Wonder Woman. It'd be all right. So what's going on?
Oh, shoot. All my windows just closed.
Oh, no.
Well, no, because I had a window on my mouse and I wiggled the window and it minimized everything.
Wiggle the window, man. Good lord.
You wiggled your window.
Anything like thinking your dongle?
Yes.
No, this is completely different.
Or is
Hey,
it much more akin to your phone in your pocket?
hey, Carrie, what went on the Geek.io network this week?
No. I've got
Too late.
it,
I've
CJ.
already asked the pretty lady to do it.
What went on the Geek.io network?
What did go on the Geek network?
Gamer Geeks discussed Magikarp Jump, E3 scheduling, and more. And the Mana Pool kind of did a prison break. It sort of worked out in the end.
Wow.
I think this week's episode. No, wait. This week's episode was the interrogation.
Well, that's the one that went out yesterday, right?
Yes.
I don't know. If only the person who posted these would put things in the notes.
And GLS didn't happen last week because I came down with vertigo, so that's why there's nothing GLS related in the notes.
Oh! You and I will have to talk, Dale, because reasons.
Stupid vertigo.
You prefer to go. And now this cough is the remainance of that, and it's like, what, 6 days later? Oh, good. I'm alive still.
When you get a vertigo, and you get a vertigo.
You get a vertigo. Anyway, speaking of which, we're going to go and read the show title candidates.
Yeah.
How's that sound?
Let's do it.
Demonic Donald Duck. Geeko episode 198, Sausage Party, blah, blah, blah. Demonic Donald Duck.
Denotic?
Ridiculous Donald Duck. There you go. Return of the Dink. Illicit substances and an iTunes playlist. That's pretty funny. Trauma animators. A shit piece of shit. Speaking of racist stereotypes. And then a food orgy. Take an apple from a clearly evil person. Conflict of terms. Thoughts and food orgy. Elder Sausage Dragon. Go!
I choose you.
I choose you, Elder Sausage Dragon. Go! A top and bottom taco. I was putting grammar in there where there wasn't any. You guys make my phone vibrate all day, and don't wiggle your window. I do like that one.
Yes, indeed. Folks!
Oh, sorry, Josh.
I mean, we've got a pretty clear and present winner, and it's okay. I'm used to not naming these things.
No.
You two named the
That's what matters.
episodes. That's
It was mostly Carrie.
You two. All right, folks. We will see you right back here next week. Bye.
Don't watch Sausage Party. Don't.
Seriously, don't do it.
This has been a Geek IO Network production. Copyright 2017.
Food orgy.
I like watching Josh dance in his and Carrie's